Hello everyone, this is Crow the Sandler fan once again, and welcome back to another movie review. Today I'll be reviewing the 1990 comedy starring Jim Belushi and Charles Grodin, Taking Care of Business. So the plot of this movie is it's about this guy named Jimmy Dworsky who's a huge baseball fan and is really excited to go to that baseball game to see the Chicago Cubs, as he's a big fan of the Chicago Cubs. However, the warden won't let him out of prison yet, as he still has a few more days left to go. But then Jimmy later sneaks out of prison to go to the airport to get tickets to the baseball game, and at the same time, car executive Spencer Barnes, played by Charles Grodin, is looking forward to going to that business meeting to meet up with this guy named Mr. Sakamoto. And when these two showed up at the airport, Spencer accidentally left his important thing that he always has with him that looks like a wallet that he calls his Filofax. So Spencer accidentally left his Filofax at the airport, but when Jimmy got to the airport, he felt lucky that he saw a lost Filofax, that he simply takes it and steals it. And basically, now that Jimmy had that new Filofax, he can start a new chapter in his own life and basically steal Spencer's life and basically live in Spencer's mansion. And Spencer was now living an unhappy life now that his Filofax went missing, like when he got thrown into a dumpster and when he got arrested by the cops. And even worse, when some people didn't recognize him. So it's basically up to Jimmy to show up at that baseball game and be in person after watching the baseball game, and basically up to Spencer to get his life back and his Filofax, and that's basically what the plot is. My opinion on this movie, it's a really great and funny film. It's definitely worth watching. I gotta say, the plot for this movie was really good. I really enjoyed the plot. And Charles Grodin did a really good job playing Spencer, and Jim Belushi did a good job playing Jimmy. And Hector Elizondo did a good job playing the warden, and Veronica Hamill did a good job playing Spencer's wife. And even Mako did a good job playing Mr. Sakamoto. I gotta say, Mr. Sakamoto was a pretty funny character, not gonna lie. And Arthur Hiller did a really good job directing that movie. And even Paul Mazursky did a good job producing it. And you know what's even cool about that movie is that movie is written by J.J. Abrams. And that was way before J.J. Abrams became famous for directing Star Wars The Force Awakens. I gotta say, J.J. Abrams did a good job writing that movie. Oh yeah, and the movie's title, Taking Care of Business, is actually named after that song of the same name that's sung by this Canadian band called Bachman Turner Overdrive. And that song even happens to be featured in that movie and in the movie's theme song. And there were a lot of funny parts I enjoyed. I especially liked the part of Jimmy going to Spencer's mansion and getting a quick tour of his mansion, especially going in his swimming pool and in his hot tub. That was a really good scene. And I especially liked the scene of Jimmy, who's pretending to be Spencer, fell in love with somebody. And I especially like the part where Jimmy posting that Spencer Burns had a tennis ball match with Mr. Sakamoto, and Jimmy surprisingly won the tournament, as Mr. Sakamoto is really good at playing tennis and can easily beat anyone. And oh yeah, and I forgot to mention what I liked about Spencer's mansion is that inside his mansion he had this cool remote thingy that can literally control everything in the mansion, that looked exactly like a Wii remote. When you watch the movie, you'll know exactly what I mean. Overall, I have nothing else to say about Taking Care of Business. It's a pretty good and funny movie from 1990. And if you haven't seen Taking Care of Business yet, then I definitely recommend it. Although Taking Care of Business it's not the best film from 1990. The trophy still goes to Home Alone. But I still recommend you watch Taking Care of Business. It's definitely a movie worth watching. So there you go, everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot. I give Taking Care of Business a 9 out of 10 stars. It's a good and funny film. So there you go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my Taking Care of Business review. Let me know in the comments of what you think of that review, and this is me signing off.